Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about what a construct is and what conceptual and operational definitions of constructs are. So a construct is some abstract phenomena that we are attempting to measure. It's different than real things in the physical world. So we don't have the liberty of measuring things using a ruler or measuring things using a thermometer. Constructs are abstract. They're things like attitudes, beliefs, intentions. So how do we go about measuring constructs? Well, if you've ever taken a survey, and I'm sure that you've taken many surveys at this point in your life, we see things are ordinarily put on 1 to 5 scales, 1 to 7 scales, 1 to 9 scales, 1 to 100 scales. And we try and get at abstract ideas like your attitudes in that way. Maybe your attitudes towards vaccination, your attitudes towards schoolwork, your attitudes towards dogs, your attitudes towards cats. We represent them on some small scale, usually ranging from 1 to 5, 1 to 7, something like that, from strongly agree to strongly disagree, from good to bad. In a nutshell, a construct is anything that does not have physical properties that we'd still like to measure in some way. And this makes the job of being a social scientist actually pretty difficult, because how do we know we're measuring the thing that we want to measure? We're going to get into all of that in future videos in terms of what makes a measurement reliable, what makes a measurement valid, what constitutes good measurement. But for now, let's just stick with two broad types of constructs that we might want to measure. There are categorical variables and there are quantitative variables. So a categorical variable is anything where we're taking something and we're organizing it into different categories. This could be states in the US, flavors of ice cream, your favorite basketball teams, majors on a college campus. So a categorical variable is any variable where the category doesn't have an innate order to it, right? So different flavors of ice cream, if we're just labeling all the flavors of ice cream, don't really have an order to them. They're just different. We put them in different bins or different categories. The other type of variable that we're interested in is a quantitative variable. So a quantitative variable where we assign numbers and those numbers are organized in some meaningful way. They may specify a level of agreement, amount of liking, intentions, certainty of belief. In our next video, we're going to talk about level of measurement, or how we actually measure these two different types of constructs. See you then.